are someone who is investing for the sake of investing, or you don't know the goal which you want to achieve while doing your investments, then this video is for you. इस वीडियो में मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि कौन से माइलस्टोन जो है आपको आप अचीव करने चाहिए जब आप अपनी इन्वेस्टमेंट जर्नी शुरू करते हैं. This video is going to give you a simple milestone which is going to help you in building a prosperous financial future for you as well as for your family. Hello everyone, I am Shobhit. I am a Fin-based growth expert and founder of Fin-based Growth Club. We are an aspiring community of new age mutual fund distributors who are determined to change how India invests. So first, let's talk about some simple fundamentals which is going to help you in getting the ear clear as how your investment journey should be. क्या चीजें आपको ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए और अगर आप उस प्रोसेस को फॉलो करेंगे, you are going to get a simple, clear-cut roadmap through which you should be doing your investment. Most of the time, I have found that people are investing for the sake of investment. It may be because of the peer pressure where they see their friends, their relatives, their parents has been investing, so they should also be investing, often forgetting what is the thought process which they need to follow. So the first milestone which I would like you guys to achieve is to understand your cash flow. Now what I mean by cash flow, आपको ये समझना है कि आप कितना कमाते हैं, आप कितना खर्च करते हैं और आपका जो पैसा बचता है खर्च करने के बाद वो कितना है. So the first number which you need to be tracking is your active income. And what this active income is? This active income is the money which you are earning on a periodic basis. So if you are salaried on a month-on-month basis, whatever you are earning, that is your active income. So you need to be very clear about the money which you are earning from your profession or where you are giving your maximum time. So this is your active income. Then you should start tracking your recurring expenses. Any expenses which you are incurring on a month-on-month basis or a quarter-on-quarter basis, that should be your recurring expenses. And I want you guys to track. Most of the time we are not tracking those expenses, and that is the biggest burden which we are carrying. We are not clear how much we are spending. So the simplest way to track, in case you are not tracking that, is to download any personal finance app. So it may be ET Money, it may be Wallet, it may be Walnut, it may be Moneyfy. In case you have never heard of these terms or these apps, I am going to leave the link of these apps which you can download. They are going to read your SMSs and then they are going to tell you on what vertical how much you have spent. So you are going to get a tracking on a month-on-month basis how much you have spent, how much you have earned. In case you are doing most of your expenses in terms of cash, or you would not like to download and want some third-party app to track your expenses, then I would suggest you to maintain separate bank accounts for your income as well as for your expenses, so that at the end of the day, you know what is your earning, what is your expenses. Believe me guys, most of the time we don't track our cash flow. And if you don't track your cash flow, the problem starts there, because we don't know what is the current financial situation where we are in. And if we are not clear on that, then what is going to happen? Then we will not be able to plan for our future. Those time period where we will not be having our active income, how we are going to plan for those expenses. So I have created a working model for you, and I would like you guys to track your active income and expenses and plan your cash flow effectively. I'm going to share the working sheet link in the description. Do download and work according to your understanding so that you have a clear-cut idea. Remember, this is just a broader guideline which you need to see and follow so that you can get a clarity. So let me show you. If you see, this is the first milestone where you are going to understand your cash flow and then plan your investment journey. So for example, let's say your active income is say 50,000 rupees. Now you should start tracking your expenses. Let's say your monthly expenses is say 30,000 or 35,000 rupees. Now the cash flow which you currently have is 15,000 rupees. Now I have benchmark cash flow as 10%, which is 20% of your active income. Now in case your current cash flow is less than 10,000 rupees, then you need to start rationalizing your expenses. Why? Because if you are not able to put at least 20% of your active income for your future use, then you are asking for trouble. आपको ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है कि जो आप अपने प्रोफेशन से हर महीने हर क्वार्टर कमा रहे हैं, अगर 20% आप नहीं बचा पा रहे हैं, ये आपके लिए और या आपके फाइनेंशियल फ्यूचर के लिए अच्छा नहीं है. सो मैं चाहता हूं कि आप यहाँ एक्टिव इनकम डालें. ये कुछ भी हो सकता है. सपोज आपका महीने के जो सैलरी वो 60,000 की है और अगर आपका मंथ का जो एक्सपेंस है वो सपोज 55,000 रुपए का है, इसका मतलब आपका जो करंट कैश फ्लो है जो आप फ्यूचर के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं वो 5,000 रुपए का है. But according to me, the ideal cash flow which you should be having in terms of positive cash flow, it should be 12,000 rupees. So in case it is not there, what I would like you guys to do, I would like you guys to start rationalizing your expenses. Because by downloading the apps, you can get a clear-cut picture on what purposes you are spending your money. So please keep this thing in mind, and if you start working on this angle, I think your financial future can be much more productive and stable, secure. So this is the first milestone which you should start working upon. The second milestone which I want you guys to start working upon is to have as much asset with you which is going to generate a passive income for you, which will be more than the active contribution which you are making either on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis. Now इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब ये है कि आपका जो इन्वेस्टमेंट शुरू हो रहा है उस इन्वेस्टमेंट से जो कॉर्पस बन रहा है उस कॉर्पस का जो रिटर्न ईयर ऑन ईयर जनरेट होना चाहिए वो आपके मंथली या ईयरली कंट्रीब्यूशन से ज्यादा होना चाहिए. So let me show you a working, which is the second milestone which I want you guys to start working upon. Now here the aim is whatever is your active investment, this active investment amount should surpass the return which is going to be generated by the corpus which you are going to accumulate. Now let's assume that your active investment which you are doing on a month-on-month basis is say 10,000 rupees. Okay. Now if this is 10,000 rupees, then the total corpus which you are going to accumulate in a year is 1,20,000 rupees. Now let's assume that the return from the investment which you are making from this money is say 10% or 15% according to your liking. You are going to put this number. Then ideally you should be aiming to accumulate 8 lakh rupees first. This should be your second milestone. So this is the agenda which you need to keep in yourself, that you are not going to spend money until unless you are going to achieve your second milestone of getting that much corpus, which is in this case is 8 lakh rupees, which is going to generate return or passive income for you, which is equivalent to the investment which you are committing on a monthly or yearly basis. This is very important milestone which you need to understand and start working upon. At least this is going to give you a direction. भैया इस मेरे इन्वेस्टमेंट पोर्टफोलियो में होना चाहिए या ये पोर्टफोलियो आपको बिल्ड करना चाहिए बिफोर यू आर गोइंग फॉर एनी अदर थिंग और एक्सपेंसेस. So this is the second milestone which I want you guys to start working upon, which is going to give you a clarity, which is going to give you a goal, which is going to give you an aspiration which you need to be achieving. Now, once you are clear on your second milestone, then I want you guys to aspire and go for the ultimate milestone, which is the milestone number 3, where we are going to attain our financial freedom. Now, this is the milestone. If you are able to get through, believe me guys, you can retire at your own will. You don't have to worry about anything. You can be taking control of your life, of your financials. Now, what is the third milestone which I want you to work with? I want you guys to work on the third milestone, which is a stage where the income generated from your asset which is equivalent to or more than the annual active income which you are having. सो आप जो महीने का या साल का कमा रहे हैं उतना अगर आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट कॉर्पस से जनरेट हो रहा है रिटर्न, तो आपका जो फाइनेंशियल फ्यूचर है वो सिक्योर है। क्यों? क्योंकि जो आपके एसेट से रिटर्न जनरेट हो रहा है वो आज आपके कमाई के बराबर है। अगर वो आज आपके कमाई के बराबर है, इसका मतलब अब आपको काम करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि आपके इनकम से आपका जो पैसिव इनकम जनरेट हो रहा है उससे आप अपने खर्चे पूरे कर पाएंगे। So let me start working on this so that it is going to make more sense to you. Now let's assume that your monthly income is say 1 lakh rupees. Okay, it is your active income. Now if this is your active income, so आपका जो साल का income है that is 12 lakh rupees. Now, since we are talking about you are going to retire from your profession, then what I would like you to do is don't take a fancy number from the return of the investments. That's why I have restricted the return here to 6% or 7%, 8%. Because since you are not having any active income from here on, I am assuming that now you are going to be financially independent, financially stress-free, you are no more going to work. Then what here I have assumed, you can select from 6, 7 or 8% from the return which you are going to generate from these assets, assuming you are not going to take undue risk on this corpus which you are going to accumulate. Okay, so what I am assuming, let's assume that you are going to be putting this money into a corpus which is going to generate say 7% return. So if you take a 7% return, this means you need to have in your bank account 1 crore 71 lakhs 42,857 rupees. Once you have this money in a portfolio which is going to generate 7% return for you, then you can withdraw 1 lakh per year till you are there on this earth, and your nominees also. This means that this is a perpetual cash flow which you will be able to generate from the investment which you have. Now this is going to give you a pure independence from the point of view that you are going to get a sustainable return from the portfolio which you are going to create. So I want you guys to look from this point of view. This is going to give you much more clarity. भैया कितना पैसा होना चाहिए कि मैं रिटायर हो जाऊं? अगर आप इसका सॉल्यूशन ढूंढ रहे हैं तो ये फॉर्मूला आपको एक अच्छा इंसाइट देगा, जहां पे हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि आपकी आज की जो इनकम है उसके हिसाब से आपके पास कितना पैसा होना चाहिए, ताकि आप अगर आज वो पैसा आपके पास हो तो आप अपनी नौकरी से छुट्टी ले सकें. So this is going to work out for you in a sense that whatever is your current income, this is going to give you, suppose your current income is say 50,000 rupees. Now, if you are assuming that the investment return which you are going to get is say 8%, then you should have 75 lakhs in your bank account. Once you have 75 lakhs as the asset of your investment portfolio, it is going to give you all the luxury, or it is going to give you an option to retire so that you can withdraw 50,000 rupees per month till perpetuity, assuming that the portfolio is going to generate 8% return. Now, once you are able to achieve the third milestone, that is the ultimate milestone which is going to give you the freedom to be on your own, which is going to give you no anxiety about your financial future. So again, I'm going to repeat, the first milestone which you need to achieve is to first understand your cash flow. Once you are able to understand your cash flow, it means कितना कमा रहे हैं, कितना खर्चा कर रहे हैं और कितना आपके पास मंथ ऑन मंथ बेसिस पे बच रहा है. Once you are able to understand that, then ideally your cash flow should be positive by 20% of your active income. Once you have done that, the second milestone which you need to achieve is whatever you are contributing on a monthly or yearly basis for the investment purpose, your corpus from the investment should be that much which is going to generate return which is equivalent to or more than the active contribution which you are making, because there only the wealth creation process starts, there only the wealth building will start. And the third ultimate milestone which you need to be achieving is to create a corpus which is going to generate return from those corpus which is equivalent to or more than the income which you have today from your profession. I hope you got some clarity. Don't forget to download the worksheet, for which the link I'm going to give in description, which is going to give you clarity so that you can work on your own. In case you like the content, I would love you guys to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel so that we can grow with you. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay secure, and wishing you a very prosperous financial life. Thank you very much.